Trap music all black. Get locked up and get back to it, yeah.
I live with birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LOD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the demon on flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, I'm at. I'm a K-back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets stay fat. I got the from the block and they scamming, they know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue, they know what tanks at. I got the that live in the mansion, they know what that. I got some that's up in the jet and they know what that. I came on top of the building, yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building, yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out, yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out, yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life, then you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life, and then the ape man. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. I live with birds come in. Sounds like I got seats in there. Hey, I'm on your turf again. This, that. You from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle.
All right, Coach, first opened back in 2017. There's a look at the gleaming new Mercedes-Benz Stadium in downtown Atlanta. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Chicago Bears and the Atlanta Falcons. One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game?
Tuesday. 21.
The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It was Jordan Evans making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. He works works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Tuesday. Got it. Back 25. Hey, gun. Hey, my way.
Ryan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
Taken in at the 11. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bears take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. And now off to the races down the right side. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A huge play there for Chicago. 58 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone.
Here we go now. Green 39.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They're going to look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Give him 6 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Gun!
They'll look to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Allen Robinson from 8 yards out, and the Bears have taken the early lead. And on a stage of this magnitude, the conference championship, so many early game jitters can happen, so that score's a big relief to a coach.
Yeah, no one wants to mention that in the locker room before the game. No one says, hey, don't fumble or don't do this because you don't want negative thoughts. That's why getting off to a good start is so huge for everyone. The first score in the conference title game, massive.
Gold now out to kick it away. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And they'll be looking to avoid what happened last time, which is punting the football.
But when you look at how teams play the game, that complementary football comes into play. How do I take care of my defense? How do I take care of my offense? Well, the defense is taking care of them in a lot of ways. Now it's time for the offense to jump things up and help their defense out. Give them a little bit of rest.
Yeah, time for them to give them a rest. Took the words right out of my mouth. Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Play action. Ryan. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And they can't bring him down. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. A first chance in the red zone for the Falcons now. This is 1st and goal from about the 8.
Hey, Tuesday.
Here's Ryan. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Out to his left. Man open left side, it's Williams. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. So they took a shot on 1st down but couldn't connect.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try and press your advantage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, Williams. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Again to the fullback on the dive. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Oh, boy, I know you thought that one. I know
2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he'll get nothing there. Stopped right at the line as that will wind us down to the end of this first quarter of play.
Detroit! Gone!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And this is good for a first down, his second grab of this NFC Championship bout. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And this is Gabriel on the catch. 20! And now running right through it. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. And that one results in 35 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, and they're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. They'll try to run it in. It's Williams. Calling no gain on the play, so no help there. And now 4th and goal.
Now I would be surprised if they go for it. 3 points is not ideal. It's not what they want, but it's still only the first half. Take the 3 points and move on.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. The result's not great thus far. A punt on the first drive and an interception last time out.
And let's face it, every team wants to come out on the field and play with some confidence, play with some tempo, play with some rhythm. And when you're making those types of mistakes, you're not getting any of that put together.
So what do you say, time to get back to the basics for them?
In a lot of ways, yes. But the biggest one, of course, is finding people who will take care of the football and make a few.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Well, free safety blitz, that can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Ryan to throw. And he will find Ridley on the left side. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Off the bootleg, Ryan. And that is incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
Fielded just inside the 20. Oh, he shifts past him. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now. Green 39! Green 39!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Chicago. A big play there. 69 yards. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Ryan and the Falcons now come up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Ryan toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
I know that's their first connection in this game, but you and I both know that Julio Jones is without a doubt his quarterback's favorite target.
Oh, yeah, Matt Ryan loves this guy, and who wouldn't?
Yeah, and the reason that he's that is because of his dependability. And quarterbacks have to have that from their receivers, meaning They know where they're going to be when they're running certain routes. They don't break them on them. They don't change them up and do their own freelance stuff and put their quarterbacks in bad situations. Matt Ryan has ultimate trust in Julio Jones.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now the pitch to Freeman. And he will make his way back to where he started from, and that's all, as we will make our way to the 2-minute warning. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. There we go. Kill. Go. Gun. 39.
Right back to him on 1st down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Tuesday. 25. Right. Space.
On 1st down, Ryan. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons.
Hey. We got 3.
From the shotgun, Ryan. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now the Bears electing to call a timeout defensively, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for Atlanta. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, we'll see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down.
Detroit! Detroit!
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Following the penalty, it's Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Back to throw here. Steps away to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. On play action, they'll throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. They needed 14. They got 15 here on third down.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That is caught at the 7. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. In for the score. And the Bears will extend their lead.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here now come the Falcons. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half. Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all of these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. So here's the Bears offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they? They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give them a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent, it's really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too. And now they're just looking to add to that total. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They run. This is Cohen. And he will fight his way forward to about the 23-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny. And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll drop the throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. On the give, this is their fullback. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done. Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll set up to throw. Keeps, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out, and a 5-yard penalty. Ooh, moving from his tight end spot there.
Do you think that perhaps the play call was for him?
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen. This is Williams. Oh, and now he bowls him over. They get 13, but it's not nearly enough. And it'll be 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here comes the Falcons offense. It's their first possession of the second half now. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. Ryan. And he fires one incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, let's go.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
Ryan from his end zone on 3rd and long. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And they'll have great field position here as the ball will be at the 15-yard line. Now a pitch out to Williams. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
They run it again with Williams. Sharp move, but can't find much space. Dropped just inside the 20. Only a yard on the gain there, and that'll set up 3rd and 13.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
No, check, Patriot!
On 3rd down, here's Williams. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
And Gold is able to put it through. And the lead increases even further. It's 27-0 now. Well, the offense, they got the ball in a great spot, but they went nowhere. Forced him to take just the 3.
And they'll be, happy taking the 3. But those guys on the other side, they've got to be ecstatic. They didn't let them get anywhere. It made them kick a field goal. That almost feels like they got the advantage, doesn't it?
Atlanta now coming out on the field. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled.
Partner, join me in a walk to their locker room at the half, okay? Because I think what we would have seen is an offensive coordinator and his assistant coaches getting together with all their positions, then coming together as a group, going over adjustments, and then the head coach coming in and just screaming, wake up. Yeah. Let's get moving, guys.
I'm kind of glad we weren't in there at halftime, actually.
I mean, you think you might have turned it on us, too?
Yeah, but right now, whatever was said hasn't been working. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the heels of that good carry by Devontae Freeman, here's 1st and 10.
Left. Go.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Connects with Sanu right side. The 20. The gain of 39 that time.
A lot of receivers see the drag route as a risk-reward type of a play. The risk, going into the middle of the field where there's some big people want to hit you. But the reward is oftentimes you get lost in coverage, running a little bit underneath. And when you catch it just right, as we just saw there, the end result can be a big, big play.
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now it's Ryan. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal.
Express. Left.
From the gun, it's Ryan. And he fires one, but incomplete.
This has kind of been the story all night long, hasn't it? An inability to really get much done on 3rd downs, and it's costing them.
So a field goal try here on 4th down as the Falcons call on Matt Bryant. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will cut the lead down to 3 scores at 24. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being...
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. As his guys are in for 6, and the Bears continue to pour it on. Well, Charles, fans around here, they were already talking Super Bowl. They've made plans. You just can't look past anybody in this league, especially this deep into the playoffs.
You would think that every year that message would sink in, and it feels like every year we see something like this, especially the way they're handling them. All right, you didn't expect this part to happen, but when you're playing this deep in the playoffs, every team's dangerous.
Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point...
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that. Super toe.
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Gun.
Ryan going to give to Freeman on the draw. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, Ryan. And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Pulled in at the 24. Excellent work on the run back there, 33 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. The Bears offense now heading back out onto the field. Well, this ball game certainly has gotten a little out of hand. This is normally when they say you got to fill. This is fill time for guys like you and I. But, yeah, to be frank, just a dominating performance. Really impressive what we've seen.
It is, and I'm glad that you went in that direction because otherwise we're going to have to talk about the museum tour we took yesterday.
Which was also impressive.
Which was also very impressive. But this game, how they've done it, offense, defense, special teams, they put it all together. And I got to tell you, I am beyond impressed by what I've seen from this team.
The busy night continues for Williams. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. I think this defense tired of seeing him run the football, and this D-line probably getting sick of the O-line as well.
And as I'm watching this, I'm thinking about a conversation I had with Adam Gase, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins in the offseason. He told me that he asked his running backs each week for their favorite runs. Give me your 3 top runs. And right now, you're seeing a guy that's probably using his top runs to great advantage in this game.
He is in his zone. They'll hand it off now. Williams. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. Williams. The tackle made there by Tack McKinley.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The Bears on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 9.
No. Check. Patriot.
They'll run it with Williams. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Here are the Falcons as their offense heads back onto the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Ryan will bring the Falcons up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
4 down. Alert. Jump. Hey, wait. Line 55.
Operating from the gun, Ryan. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. Time for a break. Back with more in the NFC Championship game after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Ryan on 1st down. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Now carry number 20 of the game. Here's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and to big yardage all night long.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Williams. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
The Bears on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, it didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So, Charles, oh so close on one side to getting to that Super Bowl. Oftentimes, we just show the stage and the glitz and the glamour and the confetti. You sometimes forget about those guys going home. It's got to be tough.
It's got to be beyond tough, because finding a way to steel yourself, make that resolve to come back and do it again, because it took a lot of work just to get to this point. It's going to be a difficult offseason for them. Let's see how they bounce back.
And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.
They were my business on the front page. Headlines. I threw prescription in Dior frames. Sunshine. I had the vision back in 12th grade. Lunchtime. That I'd be killing with Dr. Dre. I never